The city's vibrant lights smear into streaks of color, a hypnotic blur of constant, impersonal motion. Traffic weaves through the urban labyrinth, a relentless river of light in the deepening night. Above the urban sprawl, the Red Line subway logo glows, a stark neon beacon in the inky darkness. It hints at unseen currents, a hidden world thrumming beneath the city's glittering surface. In the cavernous subway station, Daniel, a man etched with weariness, moves with heavy steps. His shoulders slump, a visible burden of life's relentless weight. He swipes his transit card, the mechanical click of the turnstile swallowed by the echoing void. His gaze remains unfocused, the vibrant world around him a mere blur against his internal landscape. He drifts through the station, a ghost in the machine, lost in his own world of silent indifference. On a desolate subway platform, Daniel stands alone, the cold industrial air biting at his skin. The late hour casts long, lonely shadows across the familiar, uninviting concrete. Only a handful of weary commuters dot the vast space, their faces etched with the day's fatigue. A low, distant rumble begins to stir, a familiar sound growing steadily louder in the quiet. The approaching train's rhythm is a relentless pulse, breaking the stillness of the night. Daniel's gaze is fixed on the dark tunnel, awaiting the inevitable arrival. In a dimly lit subway car, Daniel finds solace in his usual seat, a quiet sanctuary amidst the bustling city. He pulls out his phone, a familiar ritual, preparing to retreat into his own world of sound. Headphones on, Daniel's expression shifts, a subtle barrier forming between him and the outside world. The train lurches forward, a gentle sway marking its departure from the station. Outside the window, city lights begin to blur, transforming into vibrant streaks of color as the train gains speed. Daniel remains immersed, the rhythmic rumble of the subway, a backdrop to his private escape. The subway car rattles and sways, its familiar rhythm now jarring and off-kilter. Lights flicker violently, plunging the car into an unsettling darkness before snapping back on. A strobe-like effect washes over the weary commuters, their faces momentarily frozen in stark relief. Erratic shadows dance across their features, transforming the mundane into a scene of unease. Daniel, once engrossed, now looks up, a subtle furrow appearing between his brows, sensing the unsettling shift. The subway car lurches to an abrupt, grinding halt, the once familiar rumble replaced by an unsettling silence. Overhead lights, previously flickering erratically, now stabilize, casting a dim, steady glow on the stunned passengers. Daniel slowly removes his headphones, his head tilting slightly as he processes the sudden, profound quiet. A profound silence descends, thick and unnerving, swallowing the sounds of the city outside. His gaze sweeps the car, a question mark in his eyes, as he listens intently to the new, unsettling stillness. The train doors hiss open with a chilling sigh, revealing a dimly lit platform shrouded in an eerie glow. Fluorescent tubes buzz faintly overhead, casting a sickly yellow light that distorts the familiar into something unsettling. The platform's tiles, old and stained, are crisscrossed with cracks, hinting at forgotten stories and unseen wear. This platform, unlike any other, feels ancient and desolate, a place where time seems to have stopped its relentless march. The air itself hums with an unspoken tension, the dim light barely pushing back the encroaching shadows. The subway car rattles, a low hum filling the space, as Daniel scans the sea of bowed heads and blank faces around him. Each passenger is lost in their phone, headphones firmly in place, oblivious to the sudden, unsettling stop. Their palpable apathy creates an eerie silence, more disturbing than the unexpected halt itself. Daniel's lips form silent words, a question hanging in the stagnant air. Is this new? On platform 17, Daniel's gaze drifts to the unnervingly still figures, their backs to the train. Several people stand motionless, facing the cold, unyielding wall like statues frozen in time. They are inches away from the wall, their presence a silent, chilling tableau in the night. An unsettling quiet hangs heavy, amplifying the eerie stillness of the figures on the platform. Inside the subway car, Daniel is gripped by a sudden, chilling sense of dread. He tries to dismiss the feeling, but his gaze is drawn to the platform. The people on the platform stand eerily still, their bodies frozen in uniform postures. Their unnatural stillness is deeply disturbing, a silent, unsettling tableau. A prickle of fear begins to creep up Daniel's spine, a cold sensation spreading. He glances around, a silent scream building in his chest, trapped in the unsettling quiet. On platform 17, the train's doors begin their slow, mechanical closure, emitting a soft, ominous whir. Just as the doors are about to seal, a figure on the platform turns its head with deliberate slowness. Its face is unsettlingly pale, utterly devoid of expression, a mask of chilling emptiness. Wide, vacant eyes fixed directly on Daniel, a gaze that pierces the soul with its blank intensity. The final click of the doors echoes, sealing Daniel inside with the memory of that terrifying, unblinking stare. Daniel recoils, a silent gasp caught in his throat as the subway doors hiss shut, sealing him inside. The train lurches forward, plunging back into the dark tunnel, leaving the platform behind in a blur. Inside the car, the flickering lights stabilize, bathing the space in an unnerving normalcy. The unsettling calm suggests that nothing out of the ordinary has occurred, yet Daniel's terror remains. The subway car roars into the station, its metal wheels shrieking a violent protest against the tracks. The doors hiss open at platform 12, revealing the familiar, bustling chaos of the station. Daniel steps out, his heart hammering a frantic rhythm against his ribs. The bizarre experience he just endured still echoes, a chilling phantom in his mind. The subway station hums with a low thrum, the air thick with stale pretzels and disinfectant. Daniel approaches the information booth, his face etched with a hushed inquiry. A gruff station clerk, his face tired and uniform worn, listens intently as Daniel asks, "Excuse me, I'm looking for platform 17. The clerk's eyes narrow, his voice echoing with a chilling finality. Platform 17? There is no platform 17. Daniel, agitated, leans over the counter of the subway information booth, his voice urgent, a frantic energy radiating from him. He insists, "I'm telling you, I saw it. A new platform, beyond the usual ones. It was there, I swear." The elderly clerk, with a weary sigh, slowly unfurls a faded, oversized map on the wall behind him, his movements deliberate. With a calloused finger, the clerk traces lines on the map, his brow furrowed in concentration, a silent challenge in his gaze. He states flatly, "Platforms 1 through 12, no extensions, no construction. Nothing beyond that, kid. You must have been dreaming," the clerk concludes, his words dismissive, leaving Daniel in disbelief. The following night, Daniel sits on the subway, his face etched with exhaustion and a desperate hope it was all a dream. He tries to convince himself, his eyes darting around the mundane carriage, that it was only a trick of the mind. As the train rumbles closer to the familiar, ominous area, a cold dread begins to seep into his bones. Suddenly, the subway car lights flicker violently, plunging the compartment into an unsettling dance of light and shadow. Daniel's breath catches in his throat, his eyes wide with terror as the nightmare reasserts its terrifying reality. The train grinds to a halt, its metallic shriek echoing through the night. The doors hiss open, revealing the familiar, dimly lit, decaying platform 17, a place of dread. The air hangs heavy, thick with an unspoken tension, as more people stand with backs to the tracks. Their faces are obscured, their bodies utterly still, like statues in the dim light. A cold, heavy certainty settles over Daniel, a realization he can't shake as he gazes at the figures. The dim lights of platform 17 cast long, unsettling shadows across the deserted tracks. Daniel's eyes, wide with a mixture of fear and fascination, scan the silent figures on the platform. His gaze fixes on a chilling void, a gap in the crowd, empty and waiting, like a silent invitation. An inexplicable, magnetic pull seizes Daniel, drawing him toward the ominous, vacant space. A strange gravity seems to distort the air around him, urging him forward against his will. The empty space beckons, a silent, chilling promise of the unknown, reflected in Daniel's haunted eyes. Inside the subway car, Daniel's body sways, a silent tension gripping him. His foot extends, a slow, deliberate motion, onto the cold, cracked tiles of platform 17. He doesn't consciously decide. His movements are guided by an invisible, compelling force. A silent, unseen power draws him forward, his fate unfolding on the desolate platform. On platform 17, the air hangs heavy and cold, a stark silence replacing the subway's roar. The distant rumble of the departing train fades, leaving an unsettling, profound quiet. Figures stand motionless with their backs to the wall, cloaked in shadow, a menacing presence. A soft, mechanical whisper emanates from them, chilling the air with its unnatural sound. The single word, "Stay," hangs in the frozen air, a command echoing with sinister intent. On platform 17, Daniel's eyes dart wildly, a primal panic seizing him as he realizes his mistake. He spins, desperate to re-enter the train, but the doors are already hissing shut, a metallic predator. With a surge of adrenaline, Daniel sprints, launching himself at the rapidly diminishing gap between the doors. His body contorts, squeezing through just as the doors clap shut, sealing him inside with a final, echoing thud. Daniel collapses into the grimy subway seat, gasping for breath as if pursued by a phantom. The train lurches forward, pulling away from the platform, a fleeting escape from unseen horrors. He glances out the window, a shiver running down his spine, as every face on platform 17 turns in unison. Pale, wide-eyed faces are fixed on him, a silent, chilling accusation in their unblinking stares. Days later, Daniel navigates his car through the relentless snarl of city traffic, his face etched with a haunted expression. His grip on the steering wheel is white-knuckled and tight, a silent testament to his inner turmoil. He makes a conscious, desperate effort to avoid the red line, a path he fears but cannot escape. His eyes dart nervously to the rearview mirror, searching for an unseen threat in the bustling city. The city's chaos mirrors his own internal struggle, a silent battle against an unseen enemy. His haunted gaze reflects a past he cannot outrun, a future he desperately tries to change. The late hour casts a heavy shroud over the road as Daniel drives, battling the invisible weight of exhaustion. His eyes, mere slits of weariness, struggle to stay open, each blink a fight against slumber. A silent, desperate yawn threatens to consume him, a chasm opening in his resolve. He stifles the urge, a grimace of determination etched on his face as he clings to consciousness. The hum of the engine becomes a lullaby, a dangerous siren song in the stillness of the night. Every fiber of his being screams for rest, yet he pushes onward, a lone warrior against the encroaching darkness. Night descends as Daniel's car cuts through the city, streetlights streaking across his windshield like ghostly fingers. He glances at the passenger seat, a casual gesture that freezes into stark terror. A figure sits perfectly still beside him, a chilling silhouette against the passing lights. A pale face stares forward, eyes wide and vacant, a haunting echo of the past. It's one of them, a phantom from platform 17, its presence a cold, undeniable dread.